In this episode, Jim and I talk about big box retailers like Walmart, Target, Kmart, and as a small business owner, as Jim is, he gives his raw, honest feedback of taking care of people and staying focused on the goal the whole time. Dive in. I think you'll get some really refreshing insights here, and leave comments and questions. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, comment. We want to hear from you. Enjoy.
How you can be the greatest salesperson on the planet.
Welcome to the Rate Things Sales Show. My name is Derek Kelly. I am joined by Jim Shorkey. And Jim, something we love to do, we love to talk about sales, but we also love to talk about entrepreneurship and business. So previous episode, you talked about cash flow and profit. So if we study different businesses, you and I have had fascinating conversations in the past. Like, you've seen businesses rise, businesses fall. So if we think about like big box retailers like a Walmart or a Kmart, maybe why do you think maybe a business like Walmart succeeded where a business like Kmart didn't? Really trying to get our entrepreneurs who are listening to think about business models and how to think about creating the right business structure.
I don't know that I'm really qualified to answer that question, but I'll answer it in the best way that I can.
Yeah.
Culture that I created at the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group centered around three things. Number one, most important goal of the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group, love the customer. And I do mean love them. Hug them, kiss them, figuratively speaking, of course. Love the customer. We want to love on our customers. Because if we don't love our customers, then there aren't going to be any customers to love, okay? So let's just talk back then. Love the customer, okay? The second number one goal of the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group, love the team. And I do mean hug them, kiss them, figuratively speaking, of course, but I want to love on my team. Because if I don't love on my team, then they're going to leave. And then there's not anybody to love the customers.
Yes.
So I viewed, this is me talking, that the most important entity in the house was the customer. I viewed that the most important entity in the house was the team. I mean that. I don't think the customer was more important than the team. I don't think the team was more important than the customer. I think they're both equally important, and I want to love on them, okay? Now, that said, if you do, number one, love the customer, number one, love the team really well, you get to be really successful. You sell a lot of cars. You sell a lot of whatever Walmart sells, a lot of stuff.
Commodities, good.
You sell a lot of stuff, right?
Right.
You get to be really successful. Love the customer, love the team. You get to be really successful if you do those two things really well. But let's leave that off the table.
Right, yes.
Let's just say on a global basis, we're going to love the customer and we're going to love the team and we're going to get really good at that.
Yeah.
And because of that, we're going to be really successful. The number one enemy of any successful enterprise, be it a business, a sports team, whatever that would be, this is without a doubt, the number one enemy of any successful enterprise is arrogance. Arrogance tears it up. Arrogance means, Mr. Team Member, I don't need you. Mr. Customer, I don't need you. I don't like you. I don't respect you. I don't appreciate you. And so arrogance is the number one enemy of any successful enterprise, no matter what that is. This is culture, right? And so my answer to that, knowing that, was to keep it very humble. And that was the one, surprisingly, I think, that got violated the most. And I had to sit people down about that one. All of them, of course, but that one in particular, it seemed like that was the most that I had to do some counseling over.
Yeah.
So we're going to love our customers. That's the rules, Mr. Team Member. We're going to love our team. That's the rules, Mr. Team Member. So we're not going to disrespect the fellow team. We're not going to disrespect the customer. And then we're going to keep it very humble. And I would be hearing something and say, excuse me, who are you talking to like that? I'm talking to Mr. Customer. When you get a second, we need to have a sit down.
Right.
That's not acceptable.
Yeah.
He said, they said, not acceptable.
Or
we're going to
almost
say please and thank you, and we're going to hug, and we're going to work it out, but we're not going to use profanity, and we're not going to be disrespectful. We're not going to act like a jerk, and quite frankly, you're acting like a jerk.
Right.
And so we're going to stop this.
Right.
Do we have an understanding here?
Yeah.
We're not going to do that here at the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group. By the way, does this happen? Yes, it does. Are we perfect? No, we're not. We do make mistakes. But we know fundamentally that when we do, it's our bad. So to answer your question, now going to global, I wonder, at one time, did these different big box companies do a really good job at loving the customer and a really good job at loving the team? And don't forget, I've read Sam Walton's book. So
Yeah,
a lot of my stuff comes from guys like him,
Yep.
Starbucks.
That's why I
read them
picked
all.
him, because I thought he was close enough.
Go look at my bookshelf. I've read them all. I have. That's how I learned about business. So I suspected at one time in the beginning stages, they loved the customer really well. It was very identifiable. They loved the team really well, and they were very humble. And when that started to go away is when the business started to suffer. So I would look at those businesses today and say, let's look at this. And you know what? Do you know the best way to find out how they're treating the customer?
Ask.
What do you think, Marshall? Best way to find out how Walmart is treating the customers. What do you think the best way is?
See how many they sell.
How about we just go shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Just
many
go
people
in.
come to the
Just go in.
Yeah, go see the work, basically.
There's a company called Publix, which is a grocery company.
Yeah, yeah.
You ask them for a thumbtack, they take you to the thumbtacks. They don't let you. Okay, all three. You're good. No, they take you to the thumbtacks.
That's so smart. That's
And how was your thing? And they're just, it's not like, I'm not a fan of this. Can you do me a favor? Can you fill out a survey before we're having a contest right now? Like, the survey should be really the icing on the cake, so to speak. I love you guys. You know what I mean? And you guys treat me really well.
yeah.
And the answer is come buy some more stuff for me. But Publix is just fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's another one. It's in the Philadelphia area. I don't know if it's worldwide or what, but it's called Giant. And it's very similar to Publix. And almost like it's the same company.
Yeah, I love when they walk you down the
It's
aisle.
unreal.
Instead of, oh, sir, it's in aisle 7, I'm at aisle 5. And I'm like, okay, is that over here? Is that over there?
Yeah. And on top of that, like, you'll notice the really good companies, you'll notice it. One of the employees walks by, hey, how you doing today? And smiling. And this is culture.
Yep.
If you walk by a customer and you don't say hello,
Yep.
how does that differ than from walking by a pile of crap in the middle of the floor and walking by it?
Yep.
How's that any different?
Yeah.
Wait a second, what's that? Jeez, okay, let's get this cleaned up. And if I have to clean it up myself, that's what I'm going to do. But to walk by it and just not even acknowledge it, I'm not saying the customer's a piece of crap. That's not what I'm saying. They talk about walking past a problem. The paper on the ground is not going to get picked up unless you pick it up. And the person that's being rude is not going to get straightened out unless you straighten them out. And at some point, they do need to be eliminated because it's just not acceptable.
Yeah.
So we're not going to walk past these problems. I have a suspicion that some of these companies that are struggling, they've lost sight of their way.
Yeah, that's
that would be
good.
my answer.
Yeah. Jim, thank you for answering a hard question and a question that I think a lot of our folks are business people and they're thinking about what business model works? Or I think you always come back to those
Oh, God.
two
Yeah.
number one main goals of the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group when you were there. And the third,
It's three. It's
Yeah.
definitely three. I don't want to, believe me, if you love the customer really well and you love the team really well, but you get arrogant, you're done. You're toast.
right?
So they're all, it's three. It's not two, it's three.
And it was probably easy for someone who is really good at sales to think, I'm good at this.
We had it.
Right.
We had it. But it's just not cool.
Yeah.
You ever meet somebody that's arrogant?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Not be around them.
Okay, Marshall, well, I want you to think now. So if that's true, you meet somebody arrogant, you want to not be around them. That sounds like a great business model, doesn't it?
I know.
I don't want to be around these folks. If enough people say that, you're toast, man.
Yeah.
You're toast.
Yeah.
You know what your problem is? Too many people think you're a jerk. They don't like you. Now, how the heck are you going to sell stuff when people don't like you? And even if it is stuff that they can't get anywhere else, eventually it's going to blow up on you because you're going to end up divorced. Because the same guy, the same girl that they don't like is the same mate.
Yeah.
It really is. It carries over into other. That's the same person who walks into the restaurant and acts like a jerk. And they act like a jerk on the go. I remember something, and I'm not going to name it. You go with you. And if you're a jerk in business, you're going to be a jerk in other aspects of your life as well. So it doesn't just end there. We run a great business. We're probably going to have a really great relationship in some way, shape, or form
Yeah.
with other people outside of the business.
Yeah.
It's who you are.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
You. Awesome, Jim. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, guys. If you made it to the end, we would love to hear your thoughts on growing a business, if you've done that, the struggles that you've had, and what are your thoughts on Jim's feedback on making sure we take care of the customer, take care of the team, and keep it very humble. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next episode.